The structure for your ads is my growth marketing tactic number 10 in this series of growth marketing strategies to double your e-commerce profits. And it's the ToFu MoFu BoFu strategy. That sounds stupid. What does it stand for? Top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. You have to consider that your customers do not know about what you are selling. They don't know if they have the problem that you are solving, that you are the right one to buy it, and that the price is right. So you have to consider how to get, keep, and grow your customers in time. How does this look like in practice? How can you apply this structure, for example, in your Facebook and Instagram ads? When I say top of the funnel, I want to get fresh blood into the system. I want broad audience, even sometimes no targeting, considering lookalike audience, interest-based audience, everything that is like beyond 1 million people. And I want to focus more on engagement and a little bit less on traffic and conversions. In e-commerce, you are sometimes lucky and your ToFu campaigns just simply perform through and people buy. But if you're not that lucky and you want to get people into your audience, you have to focus on engagement, getting people interested in the solution that you're providing, in the tool that you're selling, and then keep on converting them. But this is the first stage that we're looking at, top of the funnel. How could a campaign on Facebook look like? Let's say we're doing a Facebook and Instagram newsfeed campaign. One campaign, now we got a couple of ad sets below. We could have ad set A being interest-based. Let's take the example of Body IP. It's a sports nutrition online shop that have been examples in the past in the series, and they are selling, for example, protein powder, to enthusiasts, sports people. And there are interest groups like people who like other brands in the sports nutrition things, interest groups like CrossFit, weightlifting, and you get all kinds of suggestions by platforms like Facebook and Google and what you could use in that case. Then another one could be a lookalike based audience. Let's say the 1 to 5% people that have purchased is the core of that audience, and now Facebook looks for the statistical twins and takes, for example, in Germany, the 5% of people who are most like the people who have bought your product before. And this is also doable for people that have engaged with your Facebook and Instagram account, like liking, sharing, commenting. They do not already have to have purchased to create that, but maybe you want to keep that a bit tighter. So this could be a structure for a single product, for one specific protein powder in the Body IP lineup. This could be the ToFu plan for the Facebook and Instagram newsfeed. You might have a different campaign, stories. You might have a different campaign for the category of products. But let's keep that simple. Now they get a nice engaging ad that for example is a video that tells them about how good this is, how the components have been gotten together, and what kind of results that could be expected. And they engage with the video. Now they are in the middle of the funnel, let's say when they watch at least 10 seconds of the video, or engaging with some kind of clicking, liking, sharing. Here we want to, at the middle of the funnel, people are now aware that they want a solution. They have shown that they're interested in our example, protein powder. And now we are taking all the engagement. People have already shown that they are kind of interested by viewing the videos, by following our social media channels, and by liking and commenting. We can now shift the focus to traffic. Still not very not conversion focused, but traffic focused. We want to ship people to our shop. That doesn't mean you can't use conversion campaigns. It just means your focus is starting a bit away from just engaging to more pushing them towards your shop. A campaign structure could look like this. Again, we stayed with the Facebook and Instagram campaign example. In the first ad set, you target anybody who has engaged with you on Facebook and Instagram in the past 30 days. Anybody who watched your video from the first campaigns for at least 10 seconds past 14 days. Or people who have opened your lead form, that is a specific ad format, where you can also retarget the people who have engaged with a web form on Facebook and Instagram, like people who have opened but not yet submitted the lead. So think about this as the middle ground. Yeah, we have the top of the funnel getting fresh blood in it. In the middle of the funnel, we try to keep them engaged and push them towards the shop. Now, the bottom of the funnel is where we really need to convert those people. Maybe they bought before after seeing the ToFu and MoFu ads, but hopefully they are now convinced that this is the right product. Here we are targeting people that have visited our website store or went beyond that, just visiting our blog, for example. People who visited specific product pages, did something like add to cart, initiate checkout, shopping cart information, but then did not finish the purchase. This audience is obviously the most qualified one. People have already made the commitment to click and engage on your website. And converting them is going to be much easier than the very cold audiences at the top of the funnel. And this is why we want to focus on return of advertising spend. We now really go for conversions and trying to make a good return of investment. The parts before is warm up, fine if they buy. Here is a very heavy focus on a hard sell. Engagement, pushing them towards the shop, hard selling, and less on the engagement. A typical campaign structure for that could look like this. We got everybody who visited our store in the past 7 days, everybody who added something to the shopping cart in the past 14 days, or they initiated even the checkout in the past 30 days. Always including the people who already bought something. And that way you can be sure that you have a nice engagement for all of your products. We're going to talk about that in a little bit in one of the upcoming parts. Now you have those campaigns running and you have to manage them. You have to see, are they profitable, are they not profitable? How do you know? Only true way to know if they are profitable is to look for this beautiful column in your ad channel. That's the return of advertising spend. How much money have you spent? Let's say you spent over a month 1,000 euro, and now you have shopping cart values sold for 5,000 euro. That is a ROAS. This is the target that we are going for. But in general, most businesses, if they see a 3 to 5 return of advertising spend on Facebook, Instagram with a decent cookie consent rate, they are fine. They can make that business work. In the US, for example, it's very hard to go beyond 3. In Germany, actually, we're not so extremely competitive compared to other countries. You watch this number like a hawk, and once you get your cost per acquisition below your target, you have to increase your budget. Maybe that's stated a bit difficult. Once you reach your target, forget the below. You see, oh yeah, this campaign, I'm spending 100 euro and I earn 600. Then you reach your target. Now you have to increase your ad budget. This is key. If you do not increase your ad budget, yes, you make more profit, but you're leaving so much more on the table. And you don't want to just randomly increase your budget. The algorithms, the conversion rate optimization algorithms, they are sensitive. You just double your money every day because you think you can do that, you will get penalized by Facebook and Instagram. And you want to slowly go for 10% every day. Every day you see like, oh yeah, return of investment is still above 5. Then you increase that ad budget. If you started with really small budget, let's say like 10 euros a day, and now you want to make a big jump, just go for it. But give your campaigns some time to come back into the groove. And you want to increase your ad budget until you are back down to your target return of advertising spend. If you see you're at a 10, you keep on increasing the ad budget until you come back down to a return of advertising spend 5. So why not take the more money per purchase? Because usually the optimization curve is not valuing just few sales at a high profit. It's making a lot of sales at a medium profit. And this is why you want to find out, oh yeah, what is the ideal ad spend where I can make the most profit without annoying my audience too much. So this is how you manage your content. Once or twice a week on platforms like Facebook and Instagram, you check and correct. And on platforms like Google Ads, you can do it like pretty much on a daily basis. Okay, if you want to read back up on that, you can go to getpirateskills.com/1K to 5K, where you find the slides and the video segments, not only of this meetup, but of all of the past ones where I talked about other e-commerce strategies before those. And I would really appreciate it if you're at YouTube, then leave a sub and like, maybe even a comment, ask your questions. I'm always there for you, and this really helps out the channel. We want to break the first 1,000 subscribers. Help me cross them. Cool. What's up in the next part? Now we have the basic structure, and maybe this doesn't work for everybody, but retargeting simply everywhere usually works. Simply everyone. Dig into that in the next part.